Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm Martine Brisson. And like I said, this week is the Answer My Question week. And somebody took issue with me saying that anxiety is our friend. And that particular person didn't feel that anxiety was a friend. And totally allowed. No, you can have your own opinion on that. But I will sign and persist in saying that anxiety is our friend, even though I might not feel like that. I can get that. Um, but anxiety is just telling you right now that you have anxious feeling, anxious thinking. That's all there is to it. I know it's tempting that when you feel anxious, that, oh, what makes me feel that way, or who makes me feel this way, how long I'm going to feel this way, I hate feeling this way, why is that happening again, and then you just so on and so on, so forth. And what you do is you take that anxious feeling and you just look at it from all sides, passing more time in it, and then wonder why you still feel anxious. And as you just see it for what it is, as a warning system, your body is just telling you that right now you have anxious thinking and to come back in the now. So a bit like the oil light now turns on the dash of your car. Yes, it sucks, but at least it tells you that it's time to put oil in the engine. If not, you're going to burn the engine. So it's a warning system telling you danger, 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 stop at the garage. And the same thing with your anxious feeling. It's just there to tell you anxious thinking. It doesn't mean anything about you. It doesn't mean anything about the situation. It doesn't mean anything. It's just that right now, that's what you feel. And there's nothing to do. I know some people shrink their life so much because, oh, when I do this, I feel anxious. Oh, I won't do that. Oh, or if there's more than 20 people at a party, I won't go because there's too many people. And they just shrink their life just in an effort not to feel anxious. And for me, it's like being dead before your time. And when you realize that, no, you're making all kinds of assumptions about life, all kinds of scenarios about the future, but those scenarios are made up by your left brain. Okay? That's all there is to it. Unless you have a crystal ball and you can predict the future, you cannot predict what's going to happen 10 minutes from now. We can assume that in 10 minutes from now, this or that will happen, but we don't know. No, all kinds of other things. No, the electricity, there's lots of wind today. I don't know, maybe the electricity will turn off. Hasn't happened in a long time, but we never know. So we never know what's going to happen from one minute to the next. We're just good at assuming what will happen. And we make all kinds of assumptions, and some of those assumptions are more on the positive side, and some of those assumptions are more on the negative side. And either way, you're going to feel whatever you're thinking at the moment, conscious or conscious. So that's why there's no need to say, what makes me feel this way? Because it might be totally unconscious. You will never, again, you can assume things, but that doesn't mean that you're right. And so that's why I say that anxiety is a friend. It's just a reminder to come back in the now. Because in the now, you're probably fine. In the now, there's probably nothing going on. and you can come back in the now where even things are happening for real around you. You can be the eye of the storm. And the eye of the storm is always a calmness. And from that calmness, something will occur to you to do or to say or whatever. So anxiety, yes, it's uncomfortable. Yes, it sucks. But we don't have to fear it. And I was having a conversation earlier, and I for me, it's being comfortable in the uncomfortable. Right? Yes, you don't like feeling this way. I get that. But when you know, you don't have to fear it. And it's temporary. It's a bit like the weather. Like I said today, there's lots of wind. Okay. And tomorrow, probably there won't be any winds. Okay. Maybe later today, the weather will change again. And it's same thing with the way we're feeling. It's just the weather of the moment. And the same thing for me, there will be no use for me to go outside and blow on, well, there's actually no clouds. But let's say there were clouds, there will be no need for me to go outside and blow the clouds away, hoping that the weather will change. And same thing with the anxiety. Okay, it just there, like I said, to remind you, it's a temporary feeling. You don't have to fear it. Because when you start fearing it, oh my God, this will make me anxious and that will make me anxious and this and that, you pass lots of time thinking about the anxiety that you have. Lots of time in it. And it's a bit like the algorithm on Facebook now. If you look at cute kitten videos, well, Facebook will put more cute kitten videos on your feed. And as you look at more cute kitten videos, there'll be more cute kitten videos in your feed and so on and so forth. I mean, same thing with your thoughts. As you pass lots of time, resisting the anxiety or thinking about your anxiety, well, the algorithm in your brain is going to say, oh, must be important because now he or she's passing lots of times in that anxious thinking. So I'll bring some more in the feed. Okay. But as you let go, it says, I don't have to fear it. I won't die from it. And just to remind a reminder, like the light in the dash of the car, reminding you to check the oil on the engine or the rumple strip on the side of the highway. Now, when you get that, it's a reminder to call you're about to hit the ditch to come back on the road. And the same thing with your anxiety. It's either the oil light or the rumple strip. It's a friend reminding you you're not going in the right direction and to come back in the now where calms can come back. Like I said, without judgment on yourself, without judgment on the situation. And the more you do that, slowly and surely, the algorithm will change because you pass less and less time in looking, about anxious things. Okay, and you'll be more and more in the now. So when I said that anxiety is your friend, that's what I meant by that. So I hope that you hear something in that, and I'll catch you next time. As usual, if there's something that you want me to talk about or something that you want me to discuss, you just send me an email or DM me, and there will be I will try to answer the best of my abilities. And just a heads up, there's a couple of programs that I'm working on that are coming up fairly soon. And on that, well, have a good rest of your day, and I'll catch you next time. Cheers.